Hey guys, okay, on this one we are going to be solving radicals, but instead of having a radical on both sides of the equation, just a radical on a single side of the equation, now we have a variable on the opposite side of the radical. So this is number one on your problem sheet. Notice I've got a radical on one side of the equation, okay, so to get rid of this radical I have to square both sides. Alright, so square both sides of the equation. Alright, now when you do that, my radical over here is just going to go away. Alright, because obviously square, it cancels each other out. Here, however, though, how this is different is this is now going to be an n squared. And so you'll have n squared on the left side of your equation, and you'll have 6 minus n on your right side of the equation. Now, I can't just solve for n now because n squared and n aren't like terms. I can't just isolate the variable. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to solve this like a quadratic and get everything over to the left side. Now, when you do these, I wouldn't be so concerned or held up on moving everything to the left or everything to the right. I would get them all just on one side of the equation with my whatever squared positive and the other side equaling 0. So like right here, I'm going to subtract 6. I'm going to add n because n's a negative. And then on the left side of my equation, I now will have n squared plus n minus 6 equals 0. Okay, so now, in doing this, you're going to have to solve it like a quadratic. So I'm going to have to factor it. Alright, so to factor it, you get your two parentheses. And since there is no a, and there won't be an a, they both have n at the front. Now, right here, you're looking for factors of c that when I add them together give me b. In other words, what factors of -6 when I add them together give me 1? Well, it's going to be a positive 3, negative 2. So that's what you put in your parentheses. Okay? So from there, you have to solve for n. Pretty simple. Remember we just said that we move it over, change the sign, and so that your answer would be -3, 2. So n equals -3 and 2. Now, don't forget, these I have to check. Okay, the easiest way to check them is you plug it into the original equation. So plug it into this equation to see. So -3, if I plug it in here, 6 minus -3 is a radical 9. Radical 9 is a 3, not a -3. So -3 does not work. Won't work. Let's try with the 2. 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. Radical 4 is 2. Those equal each other. So 2 is my answer. So on all of these, you will have to check them to make sure that they work. Alright? Hopefully you get this, and good luck.